Of course, we did just have the DM game. That's not updated yet, but we'll update very shortly when I've next loaded the application pretty much. And that's going to put them in second, I believe, at the moment. Just behind Urk, actually. They have gone 8 for 5. But let's actually head on to have a look at who our first players are going to be. It's going to be Hirmu, or Hirmu, I'm not sure how to say it. I'm going to say Hirmu though, that's what I say. He's going to be the Zerg fighting for Foreign Brooder All-Stars. And I know that Carebear Avi is going to be playing Terran, but he's a dirty race picker and he ruins everything, as all race pickers do. So my overlay is not up to date. I'm going to have to fix everything fix everything manually. Not really too much I can do about that, but I need to try and sort of I need to work out a way of editing the system to make sure race picking doesn't completely ruin everything, because it makes it way too hard to set up at the moment. I have to keep editing the database manually, and I think that's where all the stats keep getting all messy. But we're going to be moving on to Gladiator for the first map. Both of the players, pretty good players, showing pretty good games so far. In TBC, it is 2 for 3 at the moment. Zerg are actually favoured on this map so far. And Hirmu, or Hermu, I do know that we need big maps for late game CVZ. I don't want to do that with a ground path maze. Oh my god, that map is so good. I hate it so much, but it was so fun to play on with the BGH minerals. But Gladiator, you may have seen this in the latest 2 ASLs, originally from the Bacchus OSL 2010. Really, really good map. Low ground mains, high ground naturals. Third bases do have, well, there's like really small mineral only bases in between the pizza wedges, and a third base or fourth base with the gas as well. Pretty good map for Zerg, pretty good map for Terran as well. So let's see how both of these players react on this map, what builds they go for, and let's see how the game is going to go. So let's head on over to the game screen, let's not waste any more time, and let's get started with the series. Okay, as you can see, moving straight into the game here. Starting us off in the top left position, 10 o'clock, we do have the orange Zerg, Hirmu. And spawning in the bottom right, we do have his opponent fighting for ReV, usually a Zerg player, but playing Terra in this game for some reason. It is Carebear. Now I know that Avilov is in chat, he is in fact Carebear. So if you do have any questions about why he did choose Terran, maybe it'd be a good place to listen. The other place he could listen is if Carebear does get chosen as the man of the match, he will have a lot of questions fired his way. I know there's not been a lot of man of the match interviews so far. I've been contacting the captains, but not really getting too much of a response, or if I send the questions, I've not got a response from the players. So hopefully I can catch up with those very soon. One of my favourite things about the league so far is I really, really want to try and push the identity of the players and the teams. I don't want the foreign Brood War scene to be as nameless as it is. Like, when you look at the Korean scene, everybody knows the names of the players. They know what teams they used to be playing on. During the Pro League days, everyone had like a favourite team, and I kind of want to bring that to the foreign community. And that is why basically I'm repeating myself a lot, but that is why I set up the STPL. I really enjoy team leagues. I want to make things better in the foreign community for teams and players, and I want to put on a show, and I'm hoping so far people feel like I have been doing that. There's going to be there's going to be a few amount of changes in the overlay between round 1 and 2, possibly even between round 1 and the playoffs. I'm not too sure. There's going to be a set of playoffs at the end of each round. As I said in the first series today, I'm actually going to put up a big post likely tomorrow evening explaining the entire format of the tournament, just in case anybody doesn't really understand it. Just to give it a quick once over here, we are going to see possibly a very quick third base. Looks like it's more going to be a scout, just checking. Not the most efficient of scouts, of course. He does go all the way up to the base. I think he may have been trying to hide a base here, to be honest. He's not actually going to send a drone down here to scout this, so kind of interesting. But I guess he's going to wait until he his overlord gets the other base before he sees anything. There is going to be Lings on the way. Going to be a 9 pull into 12 hatch here. I did miss that. But as I was saying, there's going to be 4 rounds to the tournament. One of them is going to be a Winners League format, so that is a King of the Hill format. That's going to likely be round 3, although I might make it round 2. I think I'll make it round 3. That will give the teams a little bit more of a chance to play as many of their players as possible in the first 2 rounds. Groups will of course change between each round, so I'll do a group draw every time, so we won't have the same Group A and the same Group B, but hopefully we'll see a few repeat matches here. Looks like Carebear going to be building his bunker. I think this may be a hex too high. I'm not sure the CC is going to fit here now. This should be interesting. Is it going to fit? Yes, it is. Perfect spacing. So Carebear has actually been checking out this map. At the end of every round, there is going to be a set of playoffs. And they are going to generate you league points towards the rest of the season. And basically, the teams with the top 4 league points at the very end of round 4 and after the round 4 playoffs will be heading in to the grand finals. Looks like we actually have 2 lanes getting into the main. Not really going to be able to achieve too much. But the grand finals going to be where the prize pool is going to be distributed. I've said this before, but basically the prize pool is going to be split up between all of the teams. So even if your team does not make it to the grand finals, there is going to be a small amount being given out to the bottom 10 teams in the league. Everyone is going to get at least something from participating in the tournament. I don't want to make anyone leave empty-handed. I'm going to make it a pretty fair prize distribution. Of course, the highest will go to first and second. Third and fourth will get a decent chunk as well, and there'll probably be about a percentage or so of the prize pool for the bottom 10 teams each. So there is a lot of Matrino codes, guys. Basically, what we're looking into is I'm trying to get some more codes from them as well. So as you can see, there is basically going to be like some Matrino spam every once in a while. You can do !donate as well. That will give you the code STPL1 and the link to put it in. You can put that in without spending any money whatsoever, but you will be able to add a pound or a dollar even to the donation, to the prize pool even. And the other thing is, of course, there are other ways you can donate as well. You can follow a few people on Twitter. There's some Matrino sponsors, and also visit some websites. They're perfectly legitimate websites, guys. The additional sponsor stuff I put on because it's not too intrusive. Once you follow, that will put the money on. You can always unfollow them after, but hopefully you do keep them there just for a little bit. That will actually add different amounts to the prize pool. You can see that on the donations page though, and every little bit does count. It all will go to all of the teams at the end of the tournament. So obviously the more teams we have, the better. But here we go. Looks like we're actually going to have Carebear going in for some aggression. Going to find the one Sunken, and that is going to be enough to deter him from pushing in. Of course, Sunkens do have, I believe, a base 1 armor, so they do pretty good. I'm not sure if that's true though, but they do 40 damage, so that's a lot of damage against the Marines. Of course, I think they do less damage against small units, which is why they do only do 25 damage, I believe, to a Marine per shot. Which is why Marines can take 2 shots, but still pretty good. Sunken's, of course, one of the best things of defense, or modicums, I think that's the right word, of defense that the Zerg player has. But Carebear, of course, hasn't. One good thing for Hirmu is he's not overbuilt Sunkens. He knows that was just a small bit of aggression, so. And that is. Okay, just to bring up something from chat as well, as Foxhand said, just in case, I'm going to bring this up at the end of the cast as well. The STPL, of course, is going on 3 days a week, but there's a lot of other tournaments going on at the moment, so please do your best to tune into all of them. I know Zero, just to give this a shout in the middle of the stream as well, is going to release the replays for Chobo League, and he's going to have a different caster each week casting them. Now, this is going to be people who don't necessarily cast all the time. Like, you have people like me, Sham2 and Zero, who are pretty much on every week or every other week. Looks like we'll have the first scan going down onto the natural. Gonna scout the Spire and the Sunken count, so really, really good scout by him. But basically, he's going to have a little competition. He's going to get some of the lesser known casters, not that I'm really well known either, a chance to sort of cast some of the BSL games, get their name out there, because of course anybody who wants to cast in the ReV community is welcome to. Of course, there's a lot of days which are being taken up by a lot of other tournaments and stuff, but there is a lot of chance and opportunity for you to cast as well. I'm guessing Zero will probably make it on Saturday prime time. Get some lesser known casters, some more viewers, get some more people interested in Brood War as well. Try and sort of expand the viewing audience as well, because that's what we all want for the Brood War scene. Looks like the overlord. This is a lot of turrets though. Okay, I know that I know that Abby or Carebear is usually a Zerg player, but this is kind of overkill. Like, what is he doing back here? He's going for 5 barracks. He's built more turrets than I think he has marines. There is a big amount of marines on the map, but this is so many turrets. Like, I could understand if maybe he scanned a little bit earlier and saw more Sunkens, but this is not that many Mutalisks. And I mean, the Mutalisks are not going to be able to do anything now. I mean, it almost feels like a bit of a waste. He's going to be late on his factory. There's no actual factory on the way in. He's even adding more turrets here. And funnily enough, the Mutas... Oh my god, the Mutas can actually attack the barracks from here, and there's nothing Abby can do about it. Sorry, nothing... Yeah, nothing Abby can do about it. Oh man, that's actually kind of funny. Gonna force some of the Marines back. The Mutalist getting caught between a rock and a hard place, though. He's gonna have to fly past a lot of turrets to get out of the base. But here we go. Does Hirmu actually have enough to hold on to his bases here? And this is going to be a very, very dangerous position for Hirmu. He doesn't actually have that many units. His Mulus, as you can see, are pretty bruised from all the turrets. And when +1 finishes, looks like he has got +1. He's going to push in, and this could be a very, very quick, decisive push by Carebear. Maybe this is why he's going for TVZ on this map. But here we go. Looks like he's doing a really, really good job. The Mulus coming in, going to try and micro down some of the Marines. Is it going to be enough, though? This is a lot of damage going down on top of the Mutalisks. Really nice target firing. But with the links, this should be enough to hold this off. And what a fantastic hold it is. But what is Hirmu going to do about his third base? He's getting up here. All of the Marines and the medics look like they're going to be cleaned up. And no, the 3 medics going to be enough to keep those Marines alive. And of course that was only round 1. Round 2 is still to come. There's so many Marines, so many medics. That is the benefit of going for this +1 5 racks. Interestingly, we do finally have the starports coming up. I was about to say there's no starports here. But if Carebear really wanted to, he could actually just push in and maybe end the game here. Looks like the Marines did push in to try and do some more damage. Didn't really get too much done. And the Lurkers have chased away the medics, but here we go. Round 2 has been activated. Hirmu is going to have to get some defense over to his third base if he wants to hold on to it. Of course, they did a small ramp. As you can see, we do see that scan going down here. Where is he actually scanning? So he scanned the other bases as well. He's not seen these Lurkers, though. If these Lurkers can burrow, this is going to be huge. But no, he's going to be able to get in before the Lurkers burrow. And of course, the Marine Medic's going to be pushing him from the high ground. Looks like he is going to try and push down. The Lurkers were not stacked, so he is going to be able to target them down. And this third base, unfortunately, is not long for this world. A Lurker does come in behind from somewhere. Will not be able to hold this army off, though. And unfortunately, this third gas is going to go down very, very quickly. Of course, though, with the Lurkers at the top of this ramp, it's going to be hard to break back out of this base. And it looks like we do have a couple of Lurkers, a couple of Lings going in for a counterattack. But look at the macro of Carebear doing a really, really good job so far. But the third base going down for Hirmu. Third base up now for Carebear. Looks like we do actually have a scan on top of the ramp. He knows that this is a possibility. He is, of course, a Zerg player himself. So he is completely aware of any tricks that could be coming on. A nice usage of the turret over here, not to only deter overlords from sitting over this location, but also to block any hatcheries from going down. It's going to take a long time for the Zerg player to clear that out. Do we have SK Terran on the way? We actually have two vessels building at a time, a Radiate on the way as well. Interestingly, no... Oh, these are stop Lurkers. Oh, he's trying to... Oh man, he's trying to bring all of the Marines over to these. Of course, Carebear does not know these exist. He's not Flash. He's likely not going to scan this, although moving the blings out obviously could actually pull this off. Looks like our Hydra is going to go down to clear out this turret, possibly build a egg on the ramp. Looks like it's actually just going to be for lurkers. He's going to be a bit disappointed when he sends a drone there, by the way. He's not going to be able to take that. We have a 4th base coming up on the way for Carebear. Does he have any additional barracks on the way? Yes, he does. So this is going to be the SK Terran style. He's not going to be building any factories and any tanks, at least for the moment. Of course, he is only on 2 gas, not even opting to add the 3rd scanner, which is a very, very questionable decision. Scan's very, very important in TVC, very important for Terran in general. But Carebear showing that he's no pushover when it comes to Terran. Looks like we will... Oh man, that turret is some next level stuff. It's going to detect the lurker that is killing it, just so the SCV can dart in and kill the lurker. Let's do it. Let's do it, Carebear. Oh man, lame. he irradiated the lurkers, didn't he? No, he didn't. Oh man, the lurkers got away before they got irradiated. That's a bit unfortunate for Carebear here. But he did know that there was some stop lurkers there eventually. Looks like we're going to have a lot of scans going down, trying to find the army, and that's why the 3rd scanner is so important. Oh my god, this could be huge. This could be a lot of damage. Actually activating the stop lurkers at the wrong time. They're in a little bit of a bad position, but they're going to do a lot of damage to the army here. And very, very nice lurker spines. Actually not getting too many kills, only 6. But it will do a decent amount of damage. 2 of the lurkers will go down immediately to irradiate though. And interestingly, on burrowing them, going to do some extra damage to this lurker. But Carebear going to be able to secure his 4th base. We have the 3rd base finally coming up for Hirmu, but he is very, very far behind. We have Hive Tech done and ready. Defiler Mound is done as well. We have a Defiler. It does not have Consume yet, it doesn't look like, because he isn't on full energy. We should have Consume and Play coming up very shortly if we don't already. But looks like we do have 1-1 on the Marines. Do we have a 2nd engineering bay back in the Terran space? Yes, we do. Going for those 2-2 upgrades. Very strong on the Marine Medic. We actually have a lot of units being pumped out here as well. I just want to point out how good the... Oh, man. This is really, really good. Like, there's no way this is going to get... Oh, it's going to get scarred now. Surely. Oh, man, it's still... Oh, how on earth? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. Looks like the vessel is going to try and pop in. Gonna try and irradiate the Defiler, doesn't quite get it. Really nice defense. Oh, one of the vessels goes down to a Scourge. Nice hit. Having to use the irradiate on one of the lurkers. Would have wanted to get that Defiler at the back, and Swarm should be done very soon. Looks like Consume is done now as well. I mean, Swarm must be done at this point, right? But here we go. Looks like we actually have a Nidus Canal and a lurker shooting down at... Well, the Nidus Canal isn't shooting, but the lurker is going to attack the barracks. And that SCV going to run away to live another day. Now, the thing is, Carebear has a lot of units, but it doesn't look like he's really sure what to do with them as he gets to the late game. He's obviously got his 4th base. No scanner, as we can see once again. Does he have a scanner on his 3rd? No, he doesn't. You can see many things that... There's a lot of Zerg flair in his Terran play right now, but there's also a lot of lack of Terran experience coming into play. Lack of scans can lose you the game as Terran, so you really can't hold back on those scanners. One of the main reasons, in fact, like Stork even claimed to Sagi was the fact that scanners existed, even though he gets observers. But still, Stork a known whiner, but still a really, really good player, so can't hate on him too much. I guess one of the reasons why he's not gone for a tank is how on earth is he going to get his units out of his base. I think he's even trapped his SCVs in at this point. This SCV is stuck behind the turrets. Can't really do too much. Looks like we are going to see a push into the 3rd base. That barracks is finally going to go down. Oh, nice irradiate at the bottom of the ramp. How much is going to be here to defend? He's going to have a Defiler. It does have +1 carapace, plus no upgrades other than +1 carapace at the moment for Hirmu. But here we go. Looks like a fake Swarm. Gonna go down the... Oh man, the lurker does get into the Swarm, but takes a lot of damage. Not the best Swarm there, I wouldn't say. There's only one lurker to defend this. He's gonna be able to get the Nidus Canal immediately. And once again, this 3rd base is gonna go down. Looks like we have another engagement over here on the left. Hirmu trying to split up his army. Not gonna go too well. 3rd base has gone down, and Hirmu is so far behind right now. He's gonna try and play as cost effective as he possibly can. But how on earth is he going to deal with this? A Hydralisk trying to take the base. actually hiding all his units at the top of the base, making sure there's no hidden Nidus or anything up here. Just to be sure, Command Center going up as well, and he's going to be building a Command Center here soon. Carebear is in such an unsurmountable lead right now. He's not even had to use any drops. And unfortunately, I mean, it looks like Carebear's going to take this first game. 2 of the Defilers actually went down there. Another drone does go down. I think there was actually a drone burrowed here as well, goes down as well. Hirmu is going to go for one last-ditch attempt at a counter-attack. He's going to get the Lurkers on the high ground. This is going to be pretty good. But there is going to be Marines coming in from 2 sides. But does he have any scans? That is the question. Oh, the Defiler gets caught out, and that is huge. He needed that Defiler for the Swarm. Looks like we are actually going to have some units being caught off here as well. I mean, this is just such a good position for Hirmu to take, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too late in the game. He's lost his third, and as soon as this army gets there, I think he's going to lose his natural. There's actually a battlecruiser. LOL is called, and this 1 BC with 3 kills gets plagued, but it does take 2 full plagues, I think, to actually get a battlecruiser to 1 health. Of course, the Swarm does nullify that. I did actually miss the breakout there by Carebear, but I don't think it really matters. I just really want to look at this battlecruiser killing things. 2 BCs actually in the field now. They're going to actually attack this. And GG! Unfortunately, what the... Oh my god, Hirmu left and one of his things spawned as blue because it was neutral, and one was orange. That's actually really cool. He was playing his 2